So the Bricklink Designer Program Series 9 finalists have just been revealed, and while I did submit something to the Bricklink Designer Program Series 9 competition, unfortunately my mail train was not a finalist. However, the 5 designs that were chosen are absolutely spectacular, so let's start taking a look right now. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris, and like I said before, we are going to be taking a look at the 5 finalists for Bricklink Designer Program Series 9. And we're going to start with the smallest one here, which is the pumpkin patch. Now, I just want to clarify for this set and for all of the sets in Series 9 here, this is not going to be the exact same set that you are going to get if you pre-order it during crowdfunding next year. And so the part counts here are going to be in the range of what they're going to end up as, but it won't be the exact same thing. The designers are going to work with the Bricklink Designer Program team to make sure that everything is up to standard and that everything is all good to go. So some things will be changed, but the pumpkin patch itself has 565 pieces, and it looks like 2 minifigures in this set, and it has a lot of foliage in here, which I think is really cool. And kind of just going through the pictures right now, you can see that it's a very autumn scene, and I really like that. I love the colors on this. The scarecrow is really nice as well. This is one of my favorites that I did highlight during my video, initially going through all of the sets that were models that were up for voting about a month or so ago, and I really like this model. I think it's great. I love all of the pumpkins in it and the different sizes and shapes of them as well, and you even have one that's carved. I think it looks awesome, and this is probably something that I'm going to be picking up. This is definitely the smallest one of the wave, and you can see the model dimensions down at the bottom here, and I think this one is really cool. So I will be picking this one up when it goes up for crowdfunding at the end of next year. Now, the second of the 5 designs is probably my favorite of the bunch, which is no surprise considering there's a train right in front of me, but this is the Woodbrick Freight Depot by Mind the Brick. This was actually originally submitted to Series 8, and here it is again in Series 9. And now, I think this is an excellent model. I think this looks great. Maria from Mind the Brick did an excellent job with this, and I really enjoy all of the details on the model here, and you can even see that the crane and that whole platform is able to be detached, so you can add it to the other side of the tracks, or you can add some other things down in the middle. I think this is just a really cool idea and a really cool concept to have. Obviously, there's no locomotive here, but in a depot, you're not going to be finding locomotives everywhere. And so I think having a wagon is perfectly fine as it is. This one has 2,199 pieces. I honestly would have loved to have seen a second wagon. That's my only, I guess, negative complaint or constructive criticism with this. But I think this looks excellent. I really do. And I love all the details on it. I love the action features in here and the moving doors. And everything in here just looks really good to me. And the interior as well is also really nice. You can see the details here and the desk, and then also the bathroom, and it's completely tiled off, and it has the studs on there so the minifigures can walk around and stand in certain poses, so that's good. And it is 20.5 inches long, which I think is phenomenal, and it does come with the track as well and a bunch of minifigures. So this is really cool. I really enjoy this. This is definitely something that I'm going to be picking up during crowdfunding next year. We do have to wait almost a year for crowdfunding, unfortunately, but not a problem at all. I do not mind waiting for something like this. This is going to be really cool. And then about 5 or 6 months after the crowdfunding is when they will start to ship. So in about March of 2027 is when they will actually ship out the sets, and then we will get them in our hands. So I'm really excited for this one. Congratulations to Maria and to all the finalists of the sets in this wave. But now moving on to the third set here, which is the Wild West Blacksmith by iLucky. I think this is a phenomenal build here. I really enjoy this, and I love the color scheme as well, and the roof design. Looks like it has a lot of pieces in it, but it does look really good. This has 2,513 pieces, and it really looks good. I'm very happy with this. The cactus design I think is really interesting, but I do think that it definitely works, and the different areas on the model as well look really good. The interior details, I'm trying to get to it now, but you can see all of the exterior details around here as well. But the windmill does move, and it does actually move the bellows, and it does have an action feature on the inside, which I think is cool. And then here's the interior shot that I was looking for here. And so I think this looks great. You can see that they even have a gun on the bed, which I think is really funny. And I love all the details on this. I think it's really cool. This is probably going to be around that $230 mark, if I had to guess. And the depot, the freight depot, is probably going to be around the $200 mark. I didn't give prices on them all originally, but that is my guess. Honestly, this is going to be about 230. The freight depot is probably going to be 200. I would love to see it at 180, but maybe 200. And then the pumpkin patch, I would love to see it like 50 or $60 or something like that. And I think those would be decently fair prices for this. But again, this looks really cool. I will probably not be buying this one, but again, a lot can change in 12 months. So I might be going for this one. We'll just have to see. Now, the fourth one here is the Sleepy Dragon Inn, and this will satisfy a lot of the castle fans out there. But instead of it being an actual castle, this is where all of your castle minifigures can go and have a drink. And I think this is really cool. And it has 2,981 pieces in this model. And so it actually looks really big. I don't know how this would scale next to the Lion Knight's castle or something like that, or even the medieval town square, both of which are retiring at the end of this year. And so I don't know how that would go, but I do think that what is here looks good. I do like all of the bay windows on this, and the back is fully enclosed, but you can swing them open to reveal the interior, and it does have an action feature in here, which we'll get to in just a second. And the interior details look good. I like this spiral staircase going up. It's a pretty classic technique, but I do think that it looks good. And this is the action feature that I was talking about. You can see that the bard moves back and forth to the music, and then the carpet on the dance floor spins as well. And then the chicken in the fireplace is moving. And that's all made possible by the trunk on the outside. And you can just spin that. And I think this is really cool. I really like this. This is another one that I probably will not be buying. I know that if I start collecting castle sets, I'm going to want them all. And with the Lion Knight's castle retiring at the end of this year, along with the medieval town square, it is just not feasible for me because I mainly focus on the city and train stuff, as you guys know. So as cool as this is going to be a pass from me. But I do think that this looks great. I love the roof technique, and I love all the colors on it as well. And I hope one day we're able to finally get a comparison between this and the Lion Knight's castle and the medieval blacksmith. I really think that these could all look really good together. And the final design is none other than the Fisherman Village. This one has 3,995 pieces, and it's going to come with about 5 stickers, maybe even more than that. And I think that this looks great. I really enjoyed this one, and I like the boat down on the water there, or I guess the simulated water. And the lighthouse itself looks phenomenal. And each of the 3 buildings here, as you can see, the first one, the blue one here, I think is really cool. And I think it has a lot of cool details on it. And from what I understand, the back is actually fully enclosed. You can kind of see in the bottom right there that it's open, but it does have snot bricks, so that it's just a panel that goes on the back wall here. That's what the designer said during the live stream, which if you guys missed it, it was on Bricklink's channel. And so I enjoy watching that kind of stuff. I think that it's pretty cool. But the second building here is also a very interesting one. I really like the pink, actually. I didn't think that I would, but I do think that this looks pretty good. And you can see the haberdashery printed 2x4 rounded tile on that second floor there. And that is from the Tudor corner, so I thought that was a nice touch. And the boat here looks phenomenal as well. And then all of the interior stuff, you can see the Ideas Lighthouse, the Titanic, the Globe, the new Endurance, the Ship in a Bottle set, and the Old Fishing Store. I think those are fantastic details. And then obviously the general store here that goes next to the lighthouse, it looks like. And these are what look like an open back. So I'm wondering if all of the buildings have that panel or if it's just the one, the big blue one. But I guess we'll see. And I really enjoy this one. You can obviously maneuver these in certain ways and you can position them how you want. But I think that this looks great. This is really cool. And with 4,000 pieces, I honestly wonder where some of the pieces went. In this, obviously, you have to build up the base to build up the buildings themselves. But overall, I'm really excited for this one. This is probably another one that I will be skipping, unfortunately, as cool as it is. I am limited in the display space that I have, and I don't really have an oceanfront area like this in the city. But hopefully one day, maybe, I mean, you never know. A lot can change in 12 months. So I will definitely keep this one in mind. But as of right now, I am going to have to pass on it. And so with that, that is all 5 designs from Bricklink Designer Program Series 9. I think these are all phenomenal in their own way. And while I said I wasn't planning on buying some of them, these are all fantastic designs. Some of the sets in past series have just straight up not been for me, and I'm not even interested in buying them or seeing the instructions or things like that. But this series here, I feel like they went 5 for 5, and these are all fantastic. And if I had the money and the space, I would definitely be buying all of them. But this is probably my favorite series to date. I think all of these are fantastic. So once again, shout out to all of the designers and a huge congratulations to all of them. I think these are all fantastic. I am probably going to be looking at these pictures for the rest of the evening here. I am extremely excited about these. And like I said, the Woodbrick Freight Depot and the Pumpkin Patch are my two personal favorites. And those are the ones that I will definitely be picking up. And then the other three are a maybe, depending on how the refinements go over the next 10 to 12 months. And then also how the other sets look as well in the future Bricklink Designer Program series, and also official Lego sets that are coming out at the same time next year. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found this informative, or at the very least entertaining. Let me know what you think of each of these 5 designs down in the comments below. Do you plan on buying any of them? Do you like this series? Do you not? I personally, like I said, I think this is a phenomenal series, and I feel like they hit almost every checkbox. The only thing missing here is something from Pirates, or like the Pirates theme. Even that I think is okay. You can't have every theme every single time. And so I think this was a phenomenal series, and I'm really happy about it. I'm really excited about it. So with that, thank you guys again for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye for now.